Yeah. So listen, I've been in finance for years and I've also been running clothing factories. So I've seen very clearly how money is made and how it's lost. That person pulling up in a BMW, they probably have $35 in their account. That designer bag your coworker's friend just bought might actually cost more than her entire emergency fund. The guy at the bar bragging about his investment portfolio probably has more credit card debt than investments. And that influencer showing a luxury lifestyle on Instagram might be 5 months behind on rent. It sounds harsh, but it's a painful truth. In America, nearly 50% of credit card users carry a balance every month. Yet at the same time, luxury car sales are increasing and brands keep growing, so there's a serious disconnect here. I call this the fake rich era. People have learned how to look wealthy, but they're not actually becoming wealthy. It's all appearance with nothing underneath. Real wealth is quiet, but fake wealth is loud. Once you learn to spot it, you start seeing it everywhere. And more importantly, you stop making the same mistake yourself. Because these behaviors aren't just ridiculous, they actually make you poor. For example, the most common mistake is the entry level luxury trap. A guy goes and buys the most basic BMW model just for the logo on the front and back. But with that same money, he could get a fully loaded Honda that's more comfortable, more reliable, and more logical. But the issue isn't the car, it's what other people see. And then there's insurance, maintenance, fuel. That car takes more money out of your pocket every single month than you're putting in. A truly wealthy person spends about 2 to 5% of their income on these things. A fake rich person spends 20 to 30%. And that difference either turns into wealth over time or disappears. The second type is the one who constantly talks about money. No matter the topic, they bring it back to finances, always saying, this deal is about to happen, or something big is coming, always future tense, because the present isn't that impressive. Someone who actually has money doesn't need to do that. The third sign is the most dangerous. Having 2,000 in your bank account, but carrying a 5,000 bag, brother, that's not wealth, that's risk. I always say, if you can't buy something more than once, then you can't really afford it. That bag might impress people for a short time, but it leaves you with stress for years. The fourth type is the one upper. You say something and they've done something better. That's not confidence, that's insecurity. The fifth one is social media show offs. They're not showing real life, they're farming attention. Nobody shares the day they save money. The sixth is leasing luxury cars. It looks impressive from the outside, but inside it's nothing. You pay for years and end up owning nothing. The seventh sign is fake products. Let's be honest, wearing a fake watch basically says, this isn't really me. For that same money, you could buy something high quality without a brand name, and it would make more sense. The eighth type is the people constantly selling get rich opportunities, forex, drop shipping, crypto miracles, always the next big thing, because what they have right now isn't enough. But let me tell you clearly, real wealth is built slowly and boringly over time. The ninth type is the one giving you financial advice without knowing your life, telling you what you should do, but really, they're just trying to justify their own decisions. And the last one is overdoing everything. Too many brands, too much showing off. Everything screams, look, I'm rich. But someone who is actually wealthy is simple and clean, because they don't need to prove anything to anyone. At the end of the day, it's simple. Fake rich people make decisions based on what others think. Real wealthy people make decisions based on their own choices. One builds wealth, the other builds an image, one brings freedom, the other brings debt. So be honest with yourself. Are your expenses serving your future, or are they just there to impress others? Because in the end, the goal isn't to look rich, it's to actually be rich.